All right, I think we're ready to rock. Thank you for the jams, Brian. I'm already energized. I did take some Red Bull just to warn you, so thank you for that. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Jess, CEO and co-founder at Wonderment, and I'm going to introduce you to my co-host. Brian, you want to say hi?
Hey everybody, I'm Brian from Wonderment, the other co-founder and focus on all the product stuff. So really excited to see you all today and get to share what we've been working on for the last few months with all of you.
Awesome. Yeah, today we're going to announce a few new products, introduce you to a few guest speakers, and we're going to give away some cash at the end of this call. But first, I do want to welcome and thank everyone for all the new brands that have joined us since our last town hall. We've welcomed hundreds more of the best customer-focused companies who continue to choose Wonderment to power their post-purchase. So just so you know, you're in great company. Thank you, and we're excited to work with you and welcome everyone to our fall edition of our town hall. Now, a quick reminder, actually, and a couple updates on some of the things that we've recently launched and told you were coming in our last town hall that are now here. First up, we have integrations galore. In the last few months, we've announced integrations with Yapo, Loop Returns, Zendesk, and a new and improved gorgeous integration and more to better power your customers' experiences across channels. Second, we have now scheduled reports. This has actually been one of our biggest feature requests. You've asked for an easier way to get customized reports delivered to your inbox, and now you have them. So if you ever find yourself having to look at or pull the same data often, scheduled reporting is your new best friend. Lastly, during our last town hall, we did announce a new storefront tracking page editor that is native within Shopify. Not only does this make building and customizing your pages easier, but it also gives you access to a lot of these new integrations that we have, such as enabling customers to start a return with Loop Returns or embedding surveys with Fairing and more. So if you've been with us for a while and you're not using the new editor yet, your CSM will be reaching out to hook you up with all the new stuff. Speaking of what's new, we have not one, not two, but three new product announcements that we are excited to share with you today. And first up, we're going to introduce you to Austin, who is our lead product manager at Wonderment. Austin, do you want to say hello and tell us what you got?
Thanks, Jess. At Wonderment, we're lucky to work with merchants who are customer obsessed. They are proactively communicating with them, providing amazing pre- and post-purchase support, and learning from them every day. That insight comes in the form of qualitative and quantitative data. The most common example of that might be product reviews. The best merchants sift through these reviews for insights and look for trends that influence all parts of the business. But as you know and can see here, product reviews are often anything but. There's valuable information contained in these reviews, but it's not easy to unlock. We asked ourselves, how can we carve out this feedback and make it more actionable? That's the core idea behind our new product, Delivery Experience Surveys. Now, any Wonderment customer can drop in a contextual, one-click, shipping-specific survey into your already existing transactional email. Customers won't have to wait until they review the product to let you know that they were unhappy with the delivery. This also means you can respond faster to address those customers who did not have a good experience. That feedback will be captured and associated with your Wonderment tracking data. This is going to make it possible to surface hidden patterns in those negative experiences. That might be specific carrier performance, expectation gaps on fulfillment times, or any number of lurking customer service risks you may be able to proactively improve. We're already seeing industry trends emerge from our customers who have beta tested our survey. Soon, Wonderment can provide benchmarking, and we expect that delivery experience rating will be a metric every DTC company knows and considers an important CX KPI. You can also kick off Klaviyo automations based on the customer response to raise internal tickets and outreach to the customer. The drop-in delivery experience survey is available to all Wonderment customers via the Admin Experiences tab. Our goal was to make it as easy as possible to install. The help docs are readily accessible, and you can always reach out to our success team to get more help. We're super early on our journey in building this set of features, but we're excited about the insights this can unlock and want to collaborate with you on continuously improving customer experience. Next, I'll pass it to Brian to talk about exciting updates to our biggest integrations.
Hey, everybody. Really happy to be back here and talking about what's new in the Wonderment product. We have a major update to our most important and closest integration partner that I know probably everyone or virtually everyone on this call relies on for your most important customer communications. So in the last month, we relaunched a new integration with Klaviyo. That's the first of its kind that enables two-way data exchange in between Wonderment and Klaviyo. So you can now find this Wonderment integration inside of the Klaviyo integrations tab, and all of your Klaviyo Wonderment metrics are now labeled with Wonderment's logo and name so that it's easier to find them if you're building any new flows, segments, or other ways that you want to work with Wonderment data inside of Klaviyo. It's easier than ever to identify those metrics and make use of them inside of that product. So really exciting to see that there. And we were really excited to work with Klaviyo so closely on piloting this new kind of integration. This new integration also opens up new frontiers for us in what the product can actually do with this new two-way data exchange. So for example, there's a new Wonderment event that is powered by using your tracking page view data to send those events back to Klaviyo. We have customers using this for things like identifying potential CS risks or anxious customers just based on their tracking page view data. So in this example here, if somebody views a tracking page 10 or more times in a day, you can send yourself an internal alert or send a message to the customer and just check in and say, hey, like, we've noticed that you're checking the tracking an awful lot today. Like, is something wrong? Is there something that we can help with? Or are you just really excited to get your package? So we have some teams that are just using this as an internal customer experience alert so that somebody on that team can review the data and see, is this somebody who's like maybe having a problem or their package is stuck somewhere and not moving and they're getting anxious about it? Or is this somebody where the package is out for delivery and they're just really excited and they keep checking the tracking to see if it's down in their mailroom and they can go get it again? So this is available to anybody who's using Wonderment's tracking pages and Klaviyo integration. We also have some new reporting that's available inside of the Wonderment app for the first time. We're using Klaviyo's new analytics API to pull back that Klaviyo flow performance report that everyone is so familiar with and presenting it now inside of the Wonderment app. This is way more helpful this way because you no longer need to bounce between platforms, and it's super easy to change date ranges and any other characteristics that you're looking at so that you can review this performance, keep an eye on it, and then go straight into Klaviyo and make any updates or changes if you see some potential there. So this is a really exciting new way that people are able to combine their Wonderment data with their Klaviyo data and start to use it in new ways. This is just the first step of what we're going to be doing with this new integration, but we're really excited to share this with you. I'm really excited to have this like deeper and stronger partnership with Klaviyo and being able to pull all this data together for all of you. So look for more new features coming out around our Klaviyo integration in the next couple of months, but this is a really exciting way for people to start to use Klaviyo better with Wonderment. If you were really excited about this and you want to get going with it, it just takes like 2 clicks to activate the new integration. In Wonderment, just go to integrations, go to Klaviyo, and there'll be a button where you can upgrade to the new integration from there. And I've linked some docs here, or you can go check them out in the Wonderment Help Center around this upgrade path. It's just a couple of clicks. You don't need to make any changes to your existing flows. No variables have changed or anything like that. No edits or anything are required to take advantage of this. And I've also linked to our docs around how this Klaviyo transactional revenue report works so you can understand all the new power that's enabled here and what you can do with that. So we're really excited to bring this transactional revenue suite to our customers and then think about all the other ways that we can start to enable Klaviyo data better inside of your app. Awesome. So now I'm going to hand it back to Jess for the third big product announcement that we're going to be sharing with you all today.
Oh boy, I don't know if I can follow that one, Brian. Super pumped. I love the delivery experience surveys, the new integration with Klaviyo. We're always looking for ways to make it easier on our merchants to create remarkable customer experiences. And we're not done yet. A lot of what we've done to date has been really looking to optimize the post-purchase experience, but what about pre-purchase? There's a lot that goes into making a great post-purchase experience even before customers buy. And so that brings us on to our third announcement. And before we spill the beans on that, I want to first talk about an important shift that's happening in the market. And we know that access to real-time information is now a part of our everyday lives. And that means today's consumer wants transparency, control, and convenience from the companies they buy from, such as up-to-date product information, live support, and full transparency into their purchase. Think, for example, how Uber has completely changed the standards and expectations around the taxi industry by making it more transparent and more easier to get a taxi, or how Domino's revolutionized ordering a pizza. Even airlines have introduced real-time visibility into tracking your luggage, and I would say about darn time on that one. And in e-commerce, it's no different. All of the major retailers such as Apple, Walmart, Home Depot, and yes, Amazon have trained consumers to expect clarity around their delivery and their purchase even before they buy. The thing is, consumers expect the same level of transparency everywhere they shop, including with you. The problem is the status quo Shopify brands have is not transparent enough, and it no longer meets the needs that consumers expect. For example, those vague one-size-fits-all delivery ranges that we commonly see can cause confusion over when orders will actually arrive. And this leads to broken customer experiences, customers complaining about slow shipping, even when the brand meets the expectation that was actually set at checkout. And this is costing you money, right? These things cost abandoned carts, support tickets, chargebacks, returns, negative reviews, you name it. Now, the last few years have created somewhat of a frenzy over who can ship the fastest. But what we've come to realize is that consumers, what they want most is certainty. They just want to know that their order will arrive when you say it will. The good news is that Shopify brands can now break free from the status quo. Introducing Wonderment's Delivery Promise, intelligent AI-driven delivery estimates for every unique order and customer, no matter how or when you ship. Now you can turn trust into checkouts. Communicating better delivery dates in checkout, it's great. But trust doesn't end at the checkout, because after all, ship does happen. And whether that is caused by weather delays, fulfillment delays, or if orders go out of stock, despite all of these things happening, earning trust has to continue throughout the purchase experience, even when issues arise. Now, if you're relying on the status quo, managing those type of situations makes it really hard and nearly impossible for three reasons. Reason number one is that the ETAs that are commonly communicated with customers, they aren't very smart. If you're using generic date ranges, such as ships in 2 to 5 days, or if you're relying on the carrier for the ETA, these fail to account for your fulfillment times, other nuances like if you're doing made-to-order items or if items go out of stock. Reason number two, they aren't actionable. Sad to say, you can't control the weather or the last mile carrier. So if the ETA changes, how can you even notify the customer and get this insight and data point into the hands of your CS or marketing team? You can't. And reason number three, they aren't measurable. Even apps that claim to provide better delivery estimates like Shop Promise don't give you visibility into what was initially promised to the customer, making it hard to know which customers are experiencing on-time or late deliveries, or which carriers are breaking their SLAs. But imagine if ETAs and delivery estimates were smart and automatically accounted for fulfillment times, to and from locations, and whatever unique complexities your business may have, just like the leading brands do. And imagine if delivery estimates were actionable. Then you could automatically notify customers of early or late arrivals, just like Amazon. And if the data lived within your help desk, ESP, or CRM, your team could use this insight to deliver surprise and delight moments when things go wrong, such as reshipping orders or issuing store credit. And imagine if delivery estimates were measurable. If you knew which carriers or service levels often missed their ETA and which customers were impacted, especially those VIPs, you can optimize your operations and improve customer lifetime value without drowning in spreadsheets. Now, with Wonderment's delivery promise, you don't have to imagine. Since our founding, we've collected data on more than 50 million shipments with a combined 100 million plus unique shipping events to predict transit times for customers with high accuracy. And we've built the only all-in-one product to democratize delivery data and thread that data across your tech stack and the full customer lifecycle. Delivery Promise is now available in open beta. I'm sure some folks have questions. So to learn more and to sign up, go to wonderment.com/ETA. Now I think it's over to you, Brian.
Thanks, Jess. And that's going to be even harder to follow up, but I'm going to try. So I'm really excited about Delivery Promise. We've been working on it all summer to pull the data together, to work on our integrations with Shopify, with other platforms, so that we can make this ETA data available everywhere where merchants are going to want to use it. And truly, like Jess said, thread it across your entire tech stack from pre-purchase through delivery and all the customer communications and everything else that's involved. So we're really excited to have this, to share it with you. And we've been onboarding stores into it for the last week and a half and getting some great feedback from them about what else they want to see from it, the other features they're hoping for, and everything else we want to do there. So thanks to everyone that participated in giving us feedback, ideas, suggestions, and everything else that's helped us build this product this year. I also just wanted to share a quick note. We're into Q4. The holiday season is coming up really quickly. And so I wanted to share just a little bit about what we're doing internally to make sure that Wonderment is completely ready for Q4 and ready to support you as you deliver a lot of gifts to a lot of customers over the next couple of months. Wonderment now tracks more than 5 million packages every month. And so we have incredible insight into what's happening in carrier networks, what's happening on a merchant by merchant level, and able to help you all with all of that. We've been working on our partnerships with all the major carriers, especially in the US, but around the world, on how we can get access to better, faster, higher quality data. And we're really excited to continue to work on that and make sure that we're really ready to deliver a lot of news about a lot of packages as they go into transit and as they find their way to their destination. And then, of course, Wonderment support will be completely available over BFCM weekend. I know we're primarily post-purchase, and so hopefully not too much is happening there right over the weekend. But if anything comes up, if you're looking to make any last-minute changes to your tracking pages or emails or need any other support, we'll be there for you during that critical window. And of course, like fully staffed afterwards to make sure that all of your needs are met and that everything's working just the way you want it over the holiday period. So we're really excited to be working with you all during this period and keep growing together. Awesome. So now I'm going to hand it over to Catherine from AndBAM Agency, who's going to share a little bit more about some work that they've been doing with one of Wonderment's customers and how they've really helped them step up their tracking page game. So take it away, Catherine. Thanks.
Hi, thanks, Brian, and thanks for having me here today. I'm really excited to share some tips to help you guys make the most of your tracking pages over this super, super busy holiday season. So we work with a client, a women's fashion company called Hairbrella. They make waterproof hair coverings that protect your style. Very cool. Check them out. And we started with them just before BFCM last year. And over the year, we've been making a lot of small updates to the tracking pages that have had big impacts on our conversion rates. Before I talk about the things that we should be doing, though, I wanted to first talk about what we shouldn't be doing with our tracking pages. And the biggest number one thing is don't set it and forget it. I know it's really easy once you have that tracking page live and your flow's going, you've got that recurring revenue coming in every month. It's really easy to kind of lose sight of the tracking page and let it keep doing its thing. But that is really valuable content, and there's a lot more you could be doing with it. So, what should we be doing with it? First thing is target by customer type. So you could have different types of different tracking pages for domestic versus international customers, or for first-time versus returning customers, or VIPs, right? First-time customers might be more interested in seeing testimonials and social proof that's going to get them excited about their order that's on the way. Returning customers might be more interested in what's trending right now, newest products, what's happening with the company, right? Another thing that you can test and try is switching up your offers. So you could have different offers for first time versus returning versus VIP customers. You can A/B test different offers with different tracking pages. Some of the common ones are, free shipping or a percentage off shipping, or BOGO offers. Um, test different things, free shipping versus giving a free product, or a percentage off versus $1 off. There are a lot of ways that you can update this offer on your page to get people really excited. Lastly, keep your page fresh. Considering how many times customers are coming to these pages, and Brian earlier shared an example of a flow where, someone had, theoretically checked the page 10 times. Imagine if that person had 3 orders. That means potentially they are looking at that tracking page 30 times. And if that information never ever changes, you're losing opportunities to engage that customer in new ways. So what kinds of content might you put? Seasonal content, variety, what's happening, time of year. You could put feature new products or things that have just happened, press releases, when you're in the news. Even your facts, you could target to specific audiences. So, first-time customers, they're probably more interested in when will my order ship? Returning customers might be more interested in a referral program or how they can get more out of their purchases. I hope all of this has been helpful for you guys, and that you will try some of it out this season. You're really going to see those conversion rates go up. And honestly, it doesn't take very much time to update the pages, especially in the new the Shopify editor. So I really hope you guys enjoy and try this out. And I think that's back to you, Brian.
Awesome. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, we're really excited to share this. Hairbrella has been one of the huge success stories that we've seen around somebody who's really worked with their agency to keep updating the tracking page and always finding ways to get more out of it. And so really a stellar example of how somebody with apparel and accessories like this has been able to introduce new products to existing customers and still keep the tracking information fresh as people come back to it over and over again. If you have any questions about how to set up like multiple tracking pages or create these kinds of offers or the best ways to deploy them, please get in touch with Wonderment Success, and we're happy to help you out and guide you on that path as well. Fantastic. So that's it for the stuff that we've recently launched and kind of the most recent news. And I wanted to share just a preview of what are the other things that we're working on for coming soon that will be delivering to you all later this fall and into the holiday season. Great. So first up, there's a new integration coming to Wonderment. Wonderment is integrating with Sendlane. I know a lot of people on this call have probably heard of Sendlane, may have checked it out, may be thinking about migrating there, or have already switched, and maybe you're still using your old email service provider for your Wonderment emails because you haven't fully switched yet. The good news is that Wonderment's going to be there for you. we're really committed to supporting the major platforms that all of our customers want to use. And we're really excited to have this partnership with Sendlane and be launching this. So this integration will be available in about 2 weeks. We're about to start testing it out with the first merchants, and then we'll be moving into general availability in early November. So Sendlane's a really powerful platform. They combine email, SMS, and a reviews product so that you can really do multi-channel marketing all out of one platform, and have an amazing customer success and onboarding team to help you get going, get set up, migrate all of your communications over, and then be set up for great success afterwards. If you're thinking about switching to Sendlane, or you already have and you're really excited to move your Wonderment automations over to Sendlane, you can go over to wonderment.com/launches/Sendlane and sign up for first access there, and we can bring you into that beta to make sure that you get the first chance to check it out and get set up on it, and then take that from there. So that'll be a really exciting launch for us in the next couple of weeks, and able to support a lot of merchants as they consider making changes like this. Awesome. And I'm going to hand it back to Jess to talk a little bit more about some of the feedback surveys that you all have been filling out recently. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Very excited to be working with Sendlane and just making it, again, more easier to communicate with customers in more places. So last but not least, a few weeks ago, we sent out a survey to many of you asking for feedback and ways we could improve. And boy, did you deliver. Thank you to everyone who contributed to that survey. Feedback is a gift. It's a gift for any founder. And Brian and I read every piece of feedback line by line. And what we wanted to do is just very quickly follow up with you on what you told us and what we're going to be focusing on next. So while there was a lot of great feedback across the board, there were really two main themes that jumped out and that we're gonna talk about today. The first is a lot of people want better reporting. Things like being able to customize dashboards, making it easier to slice and dice data without having to export it. Also asking for a lot of ways to make it easier to extract insights from all of the data that is available to you. So less digging around, more out of the box alerting, reporting, better understanding of what's working and what isn't. And then lastly, there was also lots of feedback around better ways to just manage orders, follow up with customers and orders, and to better manage your workflow around all of these things, and creating more actionable, creating more action on the insights that we have with less manual effort. So as a fan of reporting myself, I can definitely understand that. And we're going to be really reevaluating and coming up with some really cool stuff on the reporting front. The second main trend is, let's see if my slides work, better tracking pages. So even though we've made a lot of improvements here, especially with the storefront editor, I think there's just a lot of feedback about how we could make better on-site customer experiences. So definitely a lot of feedback around making this easier to build, manage, test, and measure. Catherine talked about A/B testing, for example, and being able to create a lot of dynamic content and personalized content to that customer, which is possible today with Wonderment. But I definitely think there are ways we can make that a lot easier and more scalable for all of you. And then lastly, I think you love these resources, but you just want them to work even harder, right? So seeing more ways to create smarter upsells, other ways to drive growth on your website, particularly around the post-purchase experience. So we love all of this, and we heard you loud and clear, and this is what our team is going to be addressing over the next few months. So thank you again for continuing to trust in us. We're excited to get back to work, and there's a lot of other great things that we're going to be following up with soon. All right, finally, Brian, we get to give away some cash. How does that sound to you?
Sounds pretty good. Let's do it.
It's not going to you though. It's going to some customers. So as part of the survey, we had a raffle, and we want to thank everyone again for doing that. And so I have all of the names here in a Wonderment bowl, and I'm gonna draw from the bowl. And now that I think about it, we probably should have had some dramatic music coming up to this. But let's see who won today. I'm gonna pull a name, not a rabbit, but pull a name out of the hat. And let's see who we got. Oh, we have Jacob from Homestead, one of our favorite agency partners, in addition to Catherine, one of our first. Awesome. So congratulations, Jacob. If you're on the call, you get $500 bucks. just in time for the holiday season. So thank you for everyone. I'm actually going to do an additional drawing after this. So yeah, we're going to do another name and another $500, but wanted to thank everyone for that. And we're excited. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up. And thank you again for everyone's time. As Brian and I mentioned, we love feedback. We love questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us at any time if there's any ways we can help, or if you have any feedback for us. We hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for making the time today. We appreciate everyone, and we'll chat soon. Brian, anything else?
Yeah. No, thank you, everyone. Thank you for continued business, continuing to work with us as we grow and you grow. And yeah, we'll see you all very soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.